In times of overwhelming financial hardship, when each day feels like a struggle and hope seems to be a distant memory, it is easy to feel lost and alone. The weight of debts, unpaid bills, and the uncertainty of tomorrow can drain our spirit, leaving us feeling vulnerable and desperate. Welcome to Timeless Prayer. But in those very moments of despair, it is crucial to remember that we are never truly alone. We are always under the watchful and loving gaze of God, and through His grace, miracles can happen, even in the most dire of situations. Today, you stand at the threshold of divine intervention. This is not just a moment of prayer, it is a moment of transformation. It is an opportunity to place your burdens in the hands of Saint Anthony, the great intercessor known for his swift miracles and immense kindness. As you prepare to seek his help for an urgent financial miracle, know that your plea will not fall on deaf ears. God has already prepared this moment for you. The very fact that you are here today is a sign that a change is coming. A miracle is on its way. Saint Anthony has always been a friend to those in need, offering his aid to the suffering and providing for the desperate. His love for the afflicted has transcended time, and his intercession continues to work wonders for those who seek his help with unwavering faith. If you are feeling the heavy burden of financial worries, know that you are not forgotten. Saint Anthony stands ready to take your request before the throne of God, and with his grace, a solution will manifest in your life. As you pray today, surrender your fears, doubts, and anxieties. Trust that through the powerful intercession of Saint Anthony, heaven is listening, and a miraculous change will unfold in your life. Perhaps within the next 24 hours, believe with all your heart that a financial breakthrough is not just a possibility, but a certainty. Allow this prayer to be the catalyst for a new chapter in your life, one where hope is restored, faith is strengthened, and financial freedom becomes a reality. Trust in Saint Anthony's help, and in the divine intervention that is about to unfold. Your miracle is on its way. Now, imagine yourself surrounded by a sacred presence, a light so gentle yet so powerful that it begins to fill every corner of your heart, your home, and your mind. This light is not ordinary. It is the warmth of Saint Anthony himself, stepping into your life, preparing the ground for an urgent financial miracle that you so deeply need. Can you feel it? Can you feel the heaviness of worry and scarcity slowly lifting, replaced by a profound peace that speaks of hope and certainty? Right now, every spirit of lack, every blockage that has kept you from financial stability, every fear that has paralyzed your dreams is being removed. Under Saint Anthony's protection, your path is being cleared, and divine abundance is beginning to flow toward you. Take a deep breath and let this atmosphere of miracles fill your lungs and your soul, because the blessing you are about to receive is coming directly from God's heart, and it is already on its way. As your heart opens and your mind focuses, I invite you to speak, not just with words, but with every fiber of your being. Speak to Saint Anthony as you would to a loving father, a loyal friend who is devoted to helping you. Pour your truth into this prayer. Tell him of your worries, your debts, the anxiety that keeps you awake at night, the fear that has held you back for so long. Do not hold back. Let your emotions flow freely, for tears are not signs of weakness. They are sacred prayers, a testimony of your faith and surrender. Ask yourself, how deeply do you trust Saint Anthony to intervene? Can you feel the certainty growing in your chest that a miracle is possible, that your financial life can change in ways you have longed for? Every word you speak, every intention you set, becomes a vessel for God's power to act. This is why writing your prayer, your affirmation, is so important. When you write, Saint Anthony, open my paths, you are not just typing letters, you are declaring your faith into the universe, breaking the chains of doubt, and activating a spiritual law that aligns your spirit with the miracle you are calling forth. Each repetition of this prayer is a strike against the walls of difficulty, a seed of prosperity planted in fertile spiritual soil. Can you see it? Your comment, your prayer, is joining an army of souls, a vast chain of believers whose faith amplifies your own. You are not alone in this plea. Your request resonates with countless others, creating a vibration that reaches heaven with overwhelming force. Feel the energy that surges as you write these words. Saint Anthony, open my paths, repeated 2, even 3 times in your mind and heart, anchoring your hope and expectation in the reality of the miracle. Feel how your soul awakens to the certainty that God's divine intervention is not distant. It is immediate, powerful, and unstoppable. This is your permission for heaven to move in your favor in extraordinary ways, your declaration that you will no longer accept financial defeat. Can you embrace that conviction? Can you fully surrender, knowing that Saint Anthony is standing by your side, guiding your steps, preparing your breakthrough? As you finish this prayer, carry it not just in words, but in action. Let it be reflected in your thoughts, your decisions, and your openness to receive. Say to yourself, "Here I am. Lord, I am ready. I believe, and I receive the miracle that Saint Anthony is bringing into my life right now." Feel the power of this statement resonate through every part of your being. With faith strong and unwavering, wait for the miracle, knowing that your financial situation is about to be transformed. Feel the love, protection, and guidance of Saint Anthony surrounding you, bringing divine abundance into every aspect of your life. Trust this moment. Trust this prayer. Trust the miracle that is already unfolding before your eyes. O glorious Saint Anthony, refuge of the afflicted and treasurer of heaven, I come before you with a heart heavy from struggle, with nights spent awake in worry, with the weight of unmet bills, unfulfilled obligations, and the quiet despair of seeing my family suffer while my efforts seem fruitless. You see my pain, Saint Anthony. You know the exhaustion that drains my spirit, the sleepless nights, and the constant anxiety that shadows my every thought. I bring to you now my financial life in ruins, every corner touched by scarcity, every plan stalled, every hope dimmed. I place in your hands the burden of my debts, the chains that hold me, the sentences of lack, and the fear of what tomorrow may bring. Saint Anthony, I ask you to intercede with God on my behalf, to shatter the walls that prevent prosperity from entering my life, to untie every knot that restricts the flow of abundance, and to destroy every force that opposes my financial breakthrough. I cry out with a heart full of hope and desperation, asking you, miraculous Saint Anthony, to silence creditors, remove my name from records of default, and halt every collection that weighs upon me, that I may breathe freely again under your protection. Release me from the humiliation of owing, from the endless anxiety of uncertainty, and from the despair that darkens my days. Let the doors of this financial prison swing open, Saint Anthony, and let your powerful intercession become the key that frees me, restoring dignity to my life and hope to my spirit. Beyond the relief from debt, I ask, beloved Saint Anthony, that you open the floodgates of heaven over my life, showering me with blessings that arrive both expectedly and unexpectedly, guiding opportunities for growth to me, touching the hearts of those who can assist, and opening doors that seemed sealed forever. Inspire my mind with creativity, bless the ideas that flow from my hands, and grant that all sources of income may multiply justly, abundantly, and in harmony with your will. May financial miracles come in streams and torrents from every direction, manifesting as stability, security, and joy. And may I become a channel of blessings to others as I receive this divine provision. Saint Anthony, provider of households, restore peace to my home, that money may no longer be a source of stress, arguments, or sorrow, but rather a means to nourish, protect, and uplift my loved ones. May my table always be full, our roof safe and secure, our hearts calm in the certainty of your protection. Bless the work of my hands, the sweat and effort I pour into each day, that it may yield fruits of peace, abundance, and stability for my family. And may I look upon them with joy, knowing that I can provide comfort and security. I place this prayer in your hands with the unwavering trust that you have already heard me, that the miracle I seek is already moving. Even if unseen by my eyes, my heart, once weighed down by despair, now begins to feel the calm that faith brings, the serenity of knowing that a mighty intercessor in heaven has embraced my cause. I thank you, Saint Anthony, for your compassion, your swift aid, and the financial miracle already at work in my life. I trust in your guidance. I wait with patience and hope, and I celebrate in advance the victory that is being wrought in my favor. Let this moment mark the beginning of abundance, the start of a new chapter where lack no longer touches my home, my family, or my spirit, and where every act of provision becomes a testimony of your mercy and divine intervention. Saint Anthony, I put my trust in you completely. I place my finances, my worries, my dreams, and my heart under your protection, and I wait for the miracle that you have promised, confident that it is already on its way, already manifesting, and already transforming my life in ways that bring peace, hope, and lasting prosperity. Today, I claim this blessing. Today, I open my heart to receive. Today, I stand in faith, knowing that under your guidance and intercession, all obstacles are removed, and my life is ready to overflow with the abundance, the favor, and the joy that comes only through your miraculous help. Saint Anthony, and through the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ. The faith that moves mountains is a persistent faith, a light that must be carefully tended to each day. The financial miracle you are seeking is significant, and to receive it, you must keep your spirit closely connected to the divine source of power. This prayer is not just a simple request, it is a sacred key, a powerful tool that God has placed in your hands today. Do not treat it lightly or as something temporary. It is your direct line to Saint Anthony's intercession, your way of reaching out to heaven, to ensure that the blessings of this prayer continue to flow into your life and your faith grows stronger each day. I urge you to make a spiritual commitment right now. Take this prayer and treat it as you would a priceless treasure, something you hold close and cherish. Let it become your daily refuge, a wellspring of hope and inspiration. For the more you repeat it, the more the power of Saint Anthony's intercession will multiply, renew, and strengthen. Keep this prayer near you and commit to returning to it each day. By doing so, you are affirming a deep commitment, not just to heaven but to yourself. You are making the decision to trust, to persist, and to keep faith, no matter how long it takes. I encourage you to repeat this prayer daily, especially over the next 7 days. Each time you do, it is not a sign of doubt, but a bold declaration of your growing faith. On the first day, you planted the seed of hope. Each day thereafter, water it with your devotion and protect it from the weeds of fear and doubt. As you repeat this prayer, you will feel your faith and peace deepen, and the certainty of your miracle will become more and more unshakable. Let these next days be a journey of unwavering belief, a private novena to Saint Anthony, and prepare yourself to witness God's powerful work in your life in ways you could never have imagined. Your miracle is drawing near. Trust in it, believe in it, and watch as St. Anthony works on your behalf. Now, I invite you, with all your heart, to take a step beyond words and truly enter the room of your miracle. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and awaken the faith that lives inside you. Can you feel the anticipation building, as if your very spirit knows that something extraordinary is about to happen? Picture, with clarity and certainty, your phone vibrating in your hand, a divine message arriving just when you need it most, a deposit you never expected, a credit approval that seemed impossible, news of a payment that was blocked and now suddenly cleared. Can you feel the thrill of that moment? The joy and gratitude flooding your being. That exact amount, sufficient and more than enough, is now in your account. A tangible sign that St. Anthony, for an urgent financial miracle, is at work in your life. Declare boldly in your heart, God's help has come to me, and hold that vision firmly. Imagine standing before all your bills, all your obligations, but instead of fear or despair, there is a profound serenity and triumph. Open your banking app and, with a calm you haven't felt in years, see each payment complete effortlessly. Visualize the word paid, shining in green letters over every debt, as if heaven itself has signed each one off. Feel the deep relief of freedom, the release from the chains of financial burden, the restoration of honor and dignity. Repeat with conviction, I am free from all debts in the name of Jesus. Look around your home and sense the transformation, the cloud of worry lifted, replaced by the warmth and light of security, joy, and divine abundance. Walk to your kitchen, open your pantry and refrigerator, and behold the fullness God has provided. No scarcity, no counting coins for your daily bread, only the richness of blessings for you and your family. Feel the smell of fresh food, the comfort of abundance, the joy of preparing meals without anxiety, knowing that St. Anthony, for an urgent financial miracle, has already touched your household. Sense the tension in your body dissolve, your shoulders lighter, your stomach free from knots of worry, replaced by peace that surpasses all understanding. Hear the silence of fear, the quiet of anxiety, and feel hope rising as you plan your future with confidence. Imagine lying down tonight and, for the first time in a long time, falling asleep in seconds, deep and restorative, embraced by God's protection. This is the spiritual reality becoming tangible. This is the miracle you prayed for manifesting in your life. Raise your inner voice and decree with authority. The time of humiliation is over. The time of exaltation has arrived. The miracle is not coming. The miracle is now. I receive divine provision in every area of my life. I take possession of my financial freedom. Feel the power of God, the intercession of St. Anthony, and the certainty of victory flowing through you. Believe in it, accept it, and give thanks. And now, I ask you, if your heart overflows with faith, if your spirit is ignited with certainty, will you not share it? When you comment, you send ripples of hope to others who are struggling. When you subscribe, you claim your place in this chain of blessings. Activate the notification bell and make this digital sanctuary your daily refuge, a place where faith is renewed, prayers are strengthened, and your soul receives constant nourishment. Be part of this army of believers who refuse to accept defeat. Can you feel the unity, the power of collective faith bringing miracles to thousands of lives, each one touched by God's love today? Your journey changes. That heart, once heavy with worry and doubt, now rests in the certainty of divine providence. The decree of your victory is signed, and your financial humiliation ends here. Lift your head. Embrace your new identity as a triumphant, prosperous soul. Peace, security, and abundance are yours now, through the unstoppable power of Saint Anthony for an urgent financial miracle. Let gratitude flow through you. Send this message, this video, this blessing to others in need, and be a channel of grace. Remember this day, it marks the turning point, the day your faith was rewarded, your miracle realized, and your story of triumph began. Return to this place, to these words, as a source of inspiration and gratitude, to witness and celebrate the miracles yet to come. Go in peace, knowing that God's best is already unfolding in your life, that your blessing has been released, and that your victory is complete. The miracle is real, the abundance is yours, and St. Anthony walks with you, guiding every step of your journey. Are you ready to receive it fully, to live in the fullness of this blessing, and to let it overflow to those around you as you continue on this path of faith and hope? Remember that the miracle you seek is not just a momentary change, but a transformation that is meant to last. It is a divine blessing that will reshape your life and lead you to a future of financial stability, peace, and abundance. As you move forward, keep your heart open to the possibilities that St. Anthony has already set into motion. The doors of opportunity are swinging wide, and the abundance you've longed for is now within your reach. Each step you take from here is a step closer to the financial freedom you deserve. The weight of worry and fear has no place in your life anymore. Trust that every action, every prayer, and every moment of faith you nurture will bring you closer to the manifestation of your miracle. Know that God's grace is abundant, and through the intercession of Saint Anthony, your breakthrough will not only change your financial situation, but also restore your peace of mind, your confidence, and your joy. As you continue in this journey, be mindful of the ways you can pay forward the blessings you receive. Just as St. Anthony has interceded on your behalf, you are now positioned to be a beacon of hope and help for others in need. The miracles you receive will not only enrich your life, but will allow you to share your prosperity, uplifting others along the way. In doing so, you become a conduit of divine abundance, ensuring that blessings continue to flow from you to others, multiplying the grace and miracles in this world. Your victory has already begun. The financial relief you seek is not just a distant dream. It is already unfolding before you, and the future you have prayed for is on its way. Keep your heart full of gratitude, your mind focused on the miracles that are now manifesting, and your spirit open to all that God is preparing for you. The power of St. Anthony's intercession, combined with your unwavering faith, is an unstoppable force that is already creating a future of boundless possibilities. Embrace this moment, knowing that you are supported, loved, and destined for abundance. Let every challenge you face become an opportunity to trust more deeply in the divine plan for your life. And as you move forward, remember that your miracle is not just for you. It is for all those you will touch with your story of triumph, faith, and the endless grace of God. As you stand at the threshold of a new chapter, remember that this is not just the end of your struggle, but the beginning of your triumph. The road you've walked has been long and filled with challenges, but it has also brought you closer to a deeper understanding of faith, hope, and resilience. You've placed your burdens in the hands of Saint Anthony, and through his powerful intercession, you are now entering a season of miracles. No matter how impossible your situation may have seemed before, know that God's grace has the power to break through every barrier. As you step into the divine abundance that is now flowing toward you, it's important to keep your heart open, your faith unwavering, and your spirit full of gratitude. Every prayer you have prayed, every moment of trust you've had, is now being rewarded. this miracle is not just about financial freedom. It's about restoring your peace, renewing your strength, and giving you the confidence to move forward with a heart full of hope. You are not alone in this journey. The support of heaven surrounds you, and with each passing moment, you are moving closer to the fulfillment of your desires. Remember that faith is a continuous act, and even when the miracle arrives, it is essential to continue trusting in God's divine plan for your life. The more you walk in faith, the more you will experience the fullness of His blessings. Now, let us join in prayer, uniting our hearts and souls in faith, trusting that St. Anthony's intercession will bring the miracle you need. Prayer to St. Anthony for an urgent financial miracle. O glorious St. Anthony, faithful servant of God, I come before you today in a time of need and great urgency. You who have long been known for your miraculous intercession, especially in times of difficulty and distress, I humbly place my heart in your hands, seeking your divine assistance in my life. You who have worked countless miracles in the lives of those who have turned to you in faith, I trust that you will hear my prayer and intercede on my behalf, for I am in desperate need of financial help. St. Anthony, you are the patron of those who struggle with loss, deprivation, and hardship. I bring before you my worries and concerns, knowing that you understand the burden of poverty and the trials it brings. The weight of financial struggles has become too much to bear, and I am overwhelmed with anxiety, fear, and uncertainty about my future. The bills, the debts, the constant worry about making ends meet, all have left me feeling exhausted and hopeless. Yet, I know that there is nothing too difficult for God, and I believe that with your help, my financial situation can and will change. I ask for your powerful intercession, dear St. Anthony, to help me overcome these trials. Please, bring forth the miracles that are needed to change my circumstances. I seek not just temporary relief, but a complete breakthrough in my financial life, so that I can walk forward in peace, security, and confidence once again. St. Anthony, I place before you all my debts, my obligations, and the financial burdens that weigh so heavily on my heart. You know the number of times I have felt overwhelmed by my situation, unsure of where the next payment will come from, or how I will continue to meet my responsibilities. You understand the anxiety that keeps me awake at night, the fear that clouds my every decision, and the hopelessness that sometimes consumes my spirit. I am now placing my trust in your loving intercession and asking that you speak to God on my behalf. May He bless me with the financial means to resolve my issues, to pay off my debts, and to restore peace to my life. St. Anthony, I ask that you remove every obstacle that stands in the way of my financial freedom. If there are opportunities that I cannot see, or if there are people whose hearts need to be softened to help me, I ask that you guide me to them. I pray that you clear the path for financial blessings to flow freely into my life, and that I may have the wisdom and courage to act upon them. If there is a door of opportunity that has been closed, St. Anthony, I ask that you open it for me, so that I may walk through with confidence and faith. You are known as the finder of lost things, and so I ask that you help me recover what has been lost, not only in terms of finances, but also in my peace of mind, my joy, and my faith. I feel that I have lost my way in the midst of my struggles, but I trust that your intercession will guide me back to the path of abundance and security. Help me to see the blessings that are already around me, and to recognize the opportunities that God is placing before me, so that I can move forward with hope and determination. I ask for St. Anthony's help in clearing the confusion in my mind, the uncertainty that clouds my thoughts, often leads me to make decisions out of fear rather than faith. Help me to trust in God's plan for me and to make wise, prudent choices that lead to financial growth and stability. Remove all the stress and fear that comes with my financial worries and replace them with calm and clarity. Allow me to make decisions with confidence, knowing that I am walking in the light of God's provision. Saint Anthony. I also ask that you help me restore peace to my home and family. Financial stress often causes strain in relationships, and I do not want this burden to affect my loved ones. Help me to find ways to share the burden of this struggle with them, while also providing them with comfort and peace in this difficult time. Let the financial struggles I am facing not be a source of division, but rather an opportunity for us to come together and support one another. May our hearts be open to God's blessings, and may we remain united in faith, trust, and hope. I place my financial future in your hands, Saint Anthony, knowing that God has prepared the way for my miracle. I trust that with your help, I will find a solution to every financial problem that I am facing. I ask for a breakthrough in my situation, one that will not only help me pay off my debts, but also provide me with the means to live comfortably and abundantly. Let your intercession be the key to unlocking the doors of prosperity and stability that have seemed closed for so long. Saint Anthony, I pray that you remove all forms of lack, scarcity, and limitation from my life. Where there has been financial struggle, I ask that you bring financial abundance. Where there has been worry and despair, I ask that you bring peace and hope. Where there has been stress and fear, I ask that you bring faith and calm. I trust in your ability to bring miracles, and I believe that you will intercede on my behalf, asking God to bless me with the financial provision I need. As I wait for my miracle, Saint Anthony, I ask that you help me to remain patient and faithful. The waiting can often be the hardest part, but I trust that God is working in my life, even if I cannot see it yet. I pray for the strength to continue in faith, knowing that my miracle is on its way. I know that you will not leave me in this time of need, and I am confident that your prayers will bring about the breakthrough I so desperately need. Saint Anthony, you have always been a beacon of hope for the hopeless, a protector for the needy, and a provider for the poor. I turn to you now with a heart full of hope and trust, knowing that through your intercession, God will hear my prayer. I place my financial struggles, my fears, and my hopes into your hands, and I trust that you will bring about the miracle that I need with your help. I am confident that I will not only find relief from my financial burdens, but I will also experience the joy of God's provision and abundance in every area of my life. Thank you, Saint Anthony, for hearing my prayer and for interceding on my behalf. I trust in your powerful assistance and look forward to the miracle that is about to unfold in my life. May God's grace continue to flow through you, Saint Anthony, as you intercede on my behalf, bringing the financial breakthrough I need and opening the doors of prosperity, peace, and joy. I place all my trust in your intercession, and I am certain that with God's help, my financial miracle is on its way in your hands. I place all that I am, all that I have, and all that I hope for, knowing that you will bring me the help I need. May God bless you, Saint Anthony, and may He bless me with the miracle of financial freedom and peace. Amen. Saint Anthony, I come before you with a humble heart, grateful for your intercession and the divine guidance you continue to provide. As I reflect upon the journey of faith and prayer I've embarked on, I am reminded that your power to intercede on behalf of those in need is unmatched. You have walked with countless souls, bringing miracles and breakthroughs into their lives, and today, I place my trust in your powerful assistance, knowing that you will continue to intercede for me with compassion and grace. I thank you, Saint Anthony, for hearing my prayer and offering your strength to guide me through these challenging times. Your love and devotion to God and to His people have always been a beacon of hope for those in need. I am deeply grateful for your constant support and your unwavering presence in my life. In these moments of financial struggle, when fear and uncertainty cloud my heart, you have been a constant reminder that divine assistance is always near. Through your intercession, I know that my prayers are being heard in heaven. I trust that with your help, God will bless me with the financial relief and breakthrough that I seek. You, who are known for finding what has been lost, have already begun to bring clarity and peace into my life. The financial burden that once seemed insurmountable is now being lifted, piece by piece, and I'm beginning to feel the weight of worry and anxiety slowly being replaced by hope and possibility. I recognize, Saint Anthony, that your assistance is not just about the immediate resolution of my financial struggles, but also about the transformation of my heart and spirit. Through your prayers, I am learning to embrace the grace of God with open hands and an open heart. I am learning to trust, not just in my own strength, but in the power of God's providence to guide me toward abundance and peace. You have taught me to remain steadfast in my faith, to hold on to hope even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Thank you, Saint Anthony, for reminding me of the importance of faith, hope, and patience. In times of difficulty, it is easy to feel defeated, to wonder if things will ever change. But through your intercession, I have come to understand that even in the darkest moments, God's light shines brightly. The financial breakthrough I seek may not come in the way I expect, but I trust that with your help, it will come in the perfect timing of God's plan for me. I also thank you, Saint Anthony, for the peace you have already brought into my heart. Though the financial challenges I face are still present, I feel a sense of calm that only God's grace can provide. You have helped me to shift my focus from worry to trust, from fear to hope. I no longer carry my burdens in isolation, but I have been reminded that I am never alone, for you are by my side, guiding me and interceding on my behalf. As I continue this journey, I place all of my concerns and hopes into God's hands, trusting that His divine plan is unfolding in perfect harmony. Through your intercession, I know that the financial relief I seek will come, but more importantly, I know that God is also working within me, strengthening my faith, refining my spirit, and preparing me to receive the blessings that await. Thank you for your constant reminder that financial prosperity is not just about material wealth, but about the peace, security, and stability that come with it. Through you, Saint Anthony, I have come to understand that abundance is not simply measured by money, but by the abundance of love, faith, and hope that God provides. You have helped me realize that the true riches of life are found not in what I possess, but in the blessings that fill my heart and soul. In gratitude, I also commit myself to giving back, to helping others as I have been helped by you. As God blesses me with the financial breakthrough I seek, I vow to share those blessings with others who are struggling, to be a source of support and encouragement, just as you have been for me. I pray that I may become a vessel of God's love, compassion, and generosity, sharing the miracles He brings into my life with those who are in need. I also ask, Saint Anthony, that you continue to guide me, not just in matters of finances, but in all areas of my life. Help me to grow in wisdom, understanding, and faith, so that I may continue to walk the path that God has set before me with courage and trust. Let my heart always remain open to God's will, and let me be a faithful servant of His grace, sharing His love with all those I encounter. As I close this prayer, I do so with a heart overflowing with gratitude. Thank you, Saint Anthony, for your unwavering support, for your intercession that has already begun to bring about a change in my life. I trust that the financial breakthrough I seek is not far off and that God's blessings are already on their way. I trust in your continued guidance, knowing that you are always by my side, advocating for me and bringing my prayers before the throne of God. I surrender all that I am and all that I have into God's hands, knowing that He is the true provider of all that I need. I trust in His timing, His provision, and His love through you, Saint Anthony. I know that my financial situation will be transformed, and I am ready to receive the blessings He has in store for me. I ask for your continued intercession. Saint Anthony, as I remain in faith and hope, help me to stay patient, trusting that God's timing is perfect. Thank you for the peace you have brought into my life, for the hope you have rekindled in my heart, and for the financial breakthrough that is already on its way. In God's name, I pray. Amen. Saint Anthony, I come before you with a humble heart, grateful for your intercession and the divine guidance you continue to provide. As I reflect upon the journey of faith and prayer I've embarked on, I am reminded that your power to intercede on behalf of those in need is unmatched. You have walked with countless souls, bringing miracles and breakthroughs into their lives, and today, I place my trust in your powerful assistance, knowing that you will continue to intercede for me with compassion and grace. I thank you, Saint Anthony, for hearing my prayer and offering your strength to guide me through these challenging times. Your love and devotion to God and to His people have always been a beacon of hope for those in need. I am deeply grateful for your constant support and your unwavering presence in my life. In these moments of financial struggle, when fear and uncertainty cloud my heart, you have been a constant reminder that divine assistance is always near. Through your intercession, I know that my prayers are being heard in heaven. I trust that with your help, God will bless me with the financial relief and breakthrough that I seek. You, who are known for finding what has been lost, have already begun to bring clarity and peace into my life. The financial burden that once seemed insurmountable is now being lifted, piece by piece, and I'm beginning to feel the weight of worry and anxiety slowly being replaced by hope and possibility. I recognize, Saint Anthony, that your assistance is not just about the immediate resolution of my financial struggles, but also about the transformation of my heart and spirit. Through your prayers, I am learning to embrace the grace of God with open hands and an open heart. I am learning to trust, not just in my own strength, but in the power of God's providence to guide me toward abundance and peace. You have taught me to remain steadfast in my faith, to hold on to hope even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Thank you, Saint Anthony, for reminding me of the importance of faith, hope, and patience. In times of difficulty, it is easy to feel defeated, to wonder if things will ever change. But through your intercession, I have come to understand that even in the darkest moments, God's light shines brightly. The financial breakthrough I seek may not come in the way I expect, but I trust that with your help, it will come in the perfect timing of God's plan for me. I also thank you, Saint Anthony, for the peace you have already brought into my heart. Though the financial challenges I face are still present, I feel a sense of calm that only God's grace can provide. You have helped me to shift my focus from worry to trust, from fear to hope. I no longer carry my burdens in isolation, but I have been reminded that I am never alone, for you are by my side, guiding me and interceding on my behalf. As I continue this journey, I place all of my concerns and hopes into God's hands, trusting that His divine plan is unfolding in perfect harmony. Through your intercession, I know that the financial relief I seek will come, but more importantly, I know that God is also working within me, strengthening my faith, refining my spirit, and preparing me to receive the blessings that await. Thank you for your constant reminder that financial prosperity is not just about material wealth, but about the peace, security, and stability that come with it. Through you, Saint Anthony, I have come to understand that abundance is not simply measured by money, but by the abundance of love, faith, and hope that God provides. You have helped me realize that the true riches of life are found not in what I possess, but in the blessings that fill my heart and soul. In gratitude, I also commit myself to giving back, to helping others as I have been helped by you. As God blesses me with the financial breakthrough I seek, I vow to share those blessings with others who are struggling, to be a source of support and encouragement, just as you have been for me. I pray that I may become a vessel of God's love, compassion, and generosity, sharing the miracles He brings into my life with those who are in need. I also ask, Saint Anthony, that you continue to guide me, not just in matters of finances, but in all areas of my life. Help me to grow in wisdom, understanding, and faith, so that I may continue to walk the path that God has set before me with courage and trust. Let my heart always remain open to God's will, and let me be a faithful servant of His grace, sharing His love with all those I encounter. As I close this prayer, I do so with a heart overflowing with gratitude. Thank you, Saint Anthony, for your unwavering support, for your intercession that has already begun to bring about a change in my life. I trust that the financial breakthrough I seek is not far off, and that God's blessings are already on their way. I trust in your continued guidance, knowing that you are always by my side, advocating for me and bringing my prayers before the throne of God. I surrender all that I am and all that I have into God's hands, knowing that He is the true provider of all that I need. I trust in His timing, His provision, and His love through you, Saint Anthony. I know that my financial situation will be transformed, and I am ready to receive the blessings He has in store for me. I ask for your continued intercession. Saint Anthony, as I remain in faith and hope, help me to stay patient, trusting that God's timing is perfect. Thank you for the peace you have brought into my life, for the hope you have rekindled in my heart, and for the financial breakthrough that is already on its way. In God's name, I pray. Amen.